Well, as of today, we are a week into 2024, and who knows when I'll actually get this posted, but there you go. So I know at the beginning of the year, a lot of people set New Year's resolutions and goals and that kind of thing, and I did a video one time that included goals, and goals to me was always a scary word. I didn't like the word goals, so I changed it to something that was more palatable for me anyway, and for me it was righteous desires. You can change it to anything you like if you don't like the word goals. But basically it's just something that you'd like to try this year, whether it's getting into shape or whatever, because those are like the biggies, you know. If you want to get a treadmill or a exercise bike or whatever, wait till March when they all go on Craigslist really cheap, because people get them in December and January, and then by March they're done. About 45 to 50% of people actually set New Year's resolutions, and by March there's only like 8 to 10% of those people that are still doing it. So who knows by the end of the year if they've actually stuck to it, because we've done a video on getting into the habit, which is similar to setting a goal, because you have this new healthy habit that you want to do and you have to set little baby steps. So a lot of times the biggies for the new year are like eat better and exercise and spend more time with family and friends and that kind of thing. Well, those are the tried and true ones. That might be yours too. That's fine. But there's other ones that you might not be aware of that you could try, that you could think of, that you could say, like, by this time next year, I would like to have done X, Y, Z. Like, you try something new. Maybe you don't like to go hiking, or you've never been hiking. You could put that on your list. This year, I'd like to try hiking, or something. Or I'd like to learn the meaning of certain words. Or when I say learning, you don't have to go to school. There's all kinds of ways to learn new things. So learn something new, like, painting or something, or find something that you'd like to do by this time next year. That doesn't, you don't have to do it every day or every week. You can put together a book of your family recipes. You could write your family history. You could write, you record, like if you have a grandparent or a parent who's getting up there in years, you could record them telling their stories, family stories. You can try a new food. I know this year I've been having fun with apples for myself. I've made videos, but I haven't put them up there because it's mostly for myself to remember what kind of apple it was I liked. But who knows, if I get on a short video a week, I might post my apple videos, my apple reviews. But, something like that. It could be, I have never tried this, so I don't think I'll try it. So trying something new. You could try taking a picture every day or every couple days. Take a picture of something that's pretty, something that inspires you. The sunset or birds or trees, or I take thousands and thousands of pictures every year. So I don't have a problem with that one. My animals, I have lots of pictures of them. You could set some kind of financial goal, like you want to start a savings account of some sort, and you think, well, I don't have any money, how can I save anything? But $5, a month, put it aside someplace, and then by the end of the year, you can go and do something fun, even if it's only go out for pizza or something. You can keep a journal, like of gratitudes, daily gratitudes, or monthly or weekly, or however often you want to do it. You can do a family tree. There's more, there's things like that. You can get a house plant. House plants are actually, when you have something to, especially if you're lonely, if you have something to take care of, they can be calming, and they give you a purpose almost, because you have to take care of it. I wouldn't say get an animal, because, well, you could get an animal, but then that's a responsibility that lasts for 15, 20 years or so. So you could try a new hobby. You could declutter the house, because on the decluttering thing, and I by no means am decluttered. Let me just say that. In all fairness, I am not decluttered. I need to be, and I'm working on that. But clutter, this is a total side note, so you kind of taking that little side ramp again. Clutter itself is a negative energy. It sucks the energy out of you. So then you go, my house is tiring. Well, that's why. Well, not always why, but I mean, it can be part of the reason why you're so tired all the time, is because your house is tiring. And when things are broken and things don't work, and then that kind of gets tiring, and then you get piles of stuff around that need to be sorted or put away or whatever, it gets tiring and it sucks the life out of you. And there is something to be said about energy, because all matter is energy. Everything has an energy to it. Negative energy, positive energy, and you want to have more positive energy in your house. And if your place is full of stuff, then it's not really a positive energy. And rearranging things so that you're more, what do they call it, feng shui? I don't practice that, but I believe it works, but I don't practice it. I need to learn more about that before I can comment on it. There's a beagle over here walking, trying to get a Rottweiler, which I think is hilarious. They're both being well behaved though, kind of. I'm at the park, so there's a dog walking by in front of me and one behind me. They want to play, I think. I hope. So anyway, clutter outside can also lead to clutter inside in your head, and it can be a lot of depression and self-esteem issues, and just, it's not that it's going to cause it, but if you're already prone to that way of thinking, it's certainly not helping. Let's put it that way. So that could be your goal for the year, 15 minutes a day or 15 minutes a week or something. Get rid of stuff. I mean, I got to work on that too, because I got to work on that too. And in that process, you can come up with a lot of stuff that you can donate. There's a lot of people out there that need stuff, and let somebody else take your stuff. No, not take it, but donate it so somebody else can use it, put it to use. Because, if you haven't used it, they say if you haven't used it in a year or whatever, do you really need it? And I heard a saying the other day that was pretty true, actually. And it said, people that don't have a lot usually don't get rid of stuff. They don't throw things away. They keep it because they don't have a lot. And so if you grew up with somebody with the mindset of scarcity, or if you have that mindset of scarcity, then it makes sense that you don't throw anything away, because you might need it, right? Not in like a hoarding situation where you can't even walk through the room, but that's a different issue. That's a whole different issue. But just general clutter, papers and crap you have around the house. You need to sort it out and get rid of it. So spring cleaning is coming, but that could be a resolution for the year. It doesn't have to be, like I said, done in a month. If you just set time and put it on the calendar, 15 minutes this week, I'm going to do this. And it doesn't have to be 15 consecutive minutes. It can be 5 minutes here and 5 minutes there and 5 minutes someplace else. Another thing you could do for a resolution or a goal or some kind of something to do this year is you could volunteer. You don't have to go out to do it. There's a lot of ways you can do volunteering stuff online. Like there's a website called justserve.org, and it has, wherever your community is, you put your zip code in, and it has local service needs, and you can sign up to do like a one-time thing or a weekly thing or whatever in whatever area of interest that you have. That's not a bad website to use for that. And you don't, like I said, you don't have to volunteer every day. You don't have to volunteer every week. It's a one-time deal. So, and another thing you could do if you want to get out but you don't want to go hiking because it's too strenuous or you can't actually physically hike, you could actually tour your own city. Have you ever done that? Because my mom, and we lived in the Sacramento vicinity pretty much forever. Well, as far as I'm concerned. And she'd never been to the Capitol. So one day, 30 years ago or whatever, we went to the Capitol and we went to Sutter's Fort and all those places downtown that she hadn't seen. So the tourist places in your own town, have you ever been there? Some people haven't. You could go and see, where your ancestors came from, or go do some, like you've seen, cemetery videos. There's more coming, by the way. But, do some kind of research like that. It doesn't have to be an everyday thing. It can just be, and if, like I said, if the word gold scares you, change it to something that doesn't scare you or doesn't sound so intimidating, because it can sound intimidating. But if you phrase it like, by this time next year, I would like to have done or like to be in the habit of doing XYZ, it seems less daunting. And then if you actually schedule it out on your calendar, don't do it every single day and don't limit yourself, because that's limiting, believe it or not. If you say, I'm going to do this every single day, whatever it is, you're set up to fail within a month practically, because something's going to get in the way of doing that one thing every day. However, if it's something that you already do, like, make the bed or brush your teeth or whatever it is that you already do every day, and you'd like to do something else that's relevant to that, like, let's say if you like to, want to get more spiritual and you want to read your scriptures more often, you could say, okay, after I brush my teeth at night or in the morning or whatever, I'm going to spend X number of minutes reading whatever. Or even if it's not the scriptures, maybe it's something you want to learn in a new language or something. You could say, okay, this is my time, so I'm going to attach this thing to something I already do. That's a way to do it too. So there's all kinds of ways to learn new behaviors, to learn new habits, to learn new ways of doing things that can enrich your life. Because if you feel like you're kind of stuck or kind of stagnant in this one place, it's like there's nothing to look forward to, there's nothing. Check your curiosity level. Do you have a curiosity level? Do you ever wonder about things? Like, why am I sitting through this video? It's so long. No, hopefully you don't think that. But even if you got this far to find that question, good for you. I'm glad you're there. But what is your curiosity level? Because if you have trouble with wondering about things, or if you don't really, have a curiosity level, maybe that could be your goal for the year. Hi, little squirrely. Sorry, I got sidetracked by a squirrely. He's so cute. And he's right in the middle of the road. Get out of the way, squirrely. So, it's curiosity. I'm like, where is he going? Why is he doing that? He's so cute. So, anyway, check your curiosity level. If you don't wonder about anything, wonder why. Why don't I wonder about anything? That's a start. So anyway, it's kind of weird little pop-in thing, but like I said, it's the New Year's and New Year's resolutions and things like that. Plus, I want to check. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but my Samsung, my camera phone, I call it camera because I don't use it as a phone, the one that died when I was in Oregon, has been sitting in my closet for a year and 2 months, dead. I got it out the other day, just for the heck of it, plugged it in and waited. And I came back like an hour later and it had lit up. And I was like, right on. So I let it charge. It charged all the way through. I was shocked. And then, even more shocking, it started. I turned it on and fired it up and there it was. So I'm like, well, this is cool. So this is actually on that phone instead of the one I've been using, just as a test to see if it's going to work. And I don't think I'm going to be able to take it on hikes because the battery isn't the greatest anymore. But if I can get a few videos out of this one again, that's good. I'm happy about that. So anyway, there's your little, ramble for the day. And think about that, though. Think about what would I like to do between this time and this time next year. And then work to do that and create little baby steps, little teeny tiny little baby steps to get there. Because it doesn't have to happen all at once. Your life did not become what it is overnight. It takes time to change things. So anyway, there you go. If you have any questions or comments or whatever, leave them down below. I'd love it if you'd like and subscribe because I'm still trying to get 100 subscribers. I'm sitting at 49. I was hoping to get 50 by the end of last year, but it didn't happen. But I got 49. Close. See, that's a goal. My goal is to get 100 subscribers by the end of the year. I got 12 months to do it. You think I could do it? 50 subscribers in 11 and a half months? Who knows? We'll see. So, actually that kind of goal relies on other people, and that's kind of a hard goal to achieve because you're dependent on someone else, and that's not the kind of goal to set. But anyway, I'll leave you with that. Like I said, if you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and I will check out for the moment. So, in the meantime, take it easy, and I will talk to you later.